Hi, everyone. I hope you've had a great Thursday so far. My name is Paige Stevenson. I did my research on flirting with nonverbal communication and pitch change in women. So, why did I choose this topic specifically? I thought that this topic was very universal when it came to um, interest when presenting to other people. Flirting involves everyone at some point. I did specifically focus my interest on women in this one since I am a woman and the pool was easier to find. Another thing about flirting is that we do it unknowingly, advertently. I'm moving my hands to make gestures to be expressive. And we do that in ways with flirting, with our voice change and the way that we move our hair out of our face, touch the other person. And sometimes we don't know that we're doing it. And overall, I thought this topic was very interesting and I was excited to tell you guys about it. So let me just do that. So how did I do this research? So my hypothesis was if women speak to their opposite sex significant other, then they will express a higher pitch and more nonverbal flirting cues than speaking to someone with the same sex. And when my prediction was, when it was tested, it would be true that a woman's pitch would be higher and there would be a positive correlation with the expression of nonverbal cues when speaking to the significant other and not the non-significant other. So the technicalities of my research. So my participant was a 21-year-old white female who I chose from a small pool with, significant others, of course, and COVID friendly, of course. Some materials that I used was the voice memo app, the phone camera, and like many of you, prop. The design of this experiment was that the independent variable was the participant, the person was speaking to, and the dependent variable was that pitch change and the nonverbal flirting cues. My procedure was pretty simple. When they're speaking to their significant other, I did ask the participant to film themselves so I could get those nonverbal cues after the fact. And so I could get that recording of her voice as well. And when she was speaking to me, I just used the voice memo app and kept track of those cues. So within Prat, after I had recorded those conversations and stuff, I found those words and phrases that she was speaking in between the conversation that I was having with her and her partner was having with her. And I found the frequent and significant vowels within those phrases in both of the recordings so I could see a comparison with them. And those are all listed right here, of course. And after I found those vowels within those phrases, I found the fundamental frequencies of those vowels. Some of them had multiple, as I said, so I took the average of them. So what did I find and what did I learn? All right, so these are the frequencies that I found for those common vowels that occurred. These are the averages, of course. I know this is a lot of jumbled mess, so I made it a little bit prettier, of course, and made it into a nice little graph for everybody to look at. So as you can tell, obviously these are the mean pitch differences. The IPA vowels here at the bottom listed, fundamental frequencies on the side. As you can see, the blue is speaking with me and the pink is speaking with their partner. So as you can tell, there is some space between those and I'll get into that a little bit more, but just wanted to let you look at that for a little bit before I go on. All right, and those nonverbal communication cues as well. I didn't mention this before, but I was looking for smiling, touching hair, touching the face, eye contact, and making physical contact with the other person in the conversation. And this is the significant other and the non significant other, of course. So, as you can see, smiling 7 to 3, touching hair 4 to 4, touching the face 4 to 2, eye contact 6 to 5, and making physical contact with the other person 3 to 0. And overall, my conclusion, the average difference between that non-significant other and the with the significant other, that average difference was about 116.5 hertz. And I personally thought that was statistically significant to say that the prediction was correct, where the person that um, they were speaking to would influence that pitch. And I did base my hypothesis off of existing evidence that women did use a more feminine voice to be perceived as more attractive. When it came to those communication cues, it was somewhat inconsistent since some of them were the same. And what I would say that I would do in future studies, I would do a more specific nonverbal cues. Some of those things are elicited in normal conversations, eye contact, people push their hair out of the face anyway. I would really hone in those. Obviously, more participants and possibly some male participants, but I would need another guy to do that research because I wouldn't want to skew their results if we're still doing the opposite sex sort of thing. So, thank you guys so much for listening. Take it away, Paige.